Hello from Las Vegas. I am here because this weekend was the Harry Potter Alliance's first ever chapter organizers training conference, and it was so amazing. I wish I could spend this whole video talking about it. To my friend who organized the conference, you did an awesome job. I hope you understand how amazing it was. Thank you so much. Seriously. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about that, even though it's super exciting, because it is Asexual Awareness Week, and I wanted to talk about asexuality. This video is going to be kind of a Asexuality 101, and then hopefully later this week I'll have some videos going more in depth on specific topics surrounding asexuality. So, first, what is asexuality? Asexuality is pretty much defined as not experiencing sexual attraction. It's that simple. And there's some distinction between sexual attraction and romantic attraction or other kinds of attraction. Sexual attraction is just that like weird whatever magical thing, I don't even know what it is because I don't experience it, that like goes towards wanting to have sex with people and doesn't have to do anything with behavior. Orientation is not behavior. It's a really important distinction to make. And asexuality is not celibacy. Celibacy is a choice to not go through sexual encounters or whatever, not to participate in sexual acts, whereas asexuality just means you don't experience sexual attraction, and you can have lots of sex and be asexual, you can have no sex and be asexual. It's not about behavior. Okay, so, and some asexual people will refer to themselves as ace, so if you ever hear something about ace pride, it's very often to do with asexuality. Okay, and so the next thing I want to explain is gray asexuality. Gray asexuality is like asexuality, and gray asexuals are kind of part of the asexual spectrum. But if you know anything about the Kinsey scale is this range from like pure heterosexual all the way over to pure homosexual, and right in the middle there's bisexuality, and then there's kind of stuff in between that aren't like perfectly like half the time sexually attracted to the opposite gender, half the time attracted to the same gender, or like entirely one or the other. There are some people who are like pretty close to pure heterosexual, so pretty much always their sexual attraction is like towards people of the opposite gender. They're like, 99% of the time. But there might be like one or two rare occasions where they're sexually attracted to somebody of the same gender, and that's actually kind of normal, and that's on the Kinsey scale. If you look, the research Kinsey did shows this is a pretty normal thing. Similarly, people who are gray asexual are pretty much always not sexually attracted to anyone. They're asexual, but there might be one or two occasions, rare circumstances in which they might experience some kind of sexual attraction. And they might refer to themselves as gray ace or grace. That's just that's more like slang, that's not like a normal usage. And they're also part of the asexual spectrum. And then the third identity that is part of the asexual spectrum is demisexuality, and this is a really misunderstood sexual orientation. Demisexuality means that you do not experience sexual attraction unless you have a close emotional bond with somebody first. So this is not being approved because this is not about behavior. This is about sexual orientation and attraction, and it isn't something somebody chooses. Being approved, while it's not a very nice word anyway, is more about a choice and a behavior. And demisexuality is about your sexual orientation. So, those things are true. So I will have some more videos hopefully later this week that will be going over things like how to be an ally and covering some of the research around discrimination and treatment of asexual people in our culture, and whether or not asexual people should be considered queer, because this is a very big debate and I have some feels about this. Anyway, I'll see you later this week. Bye!